Good morning, guys. So this is Jason's breakfast, but this is mine. Oh my gosh, they look so good. I got apple and cherry and the cheese one. Oh, so yummy. But I'm not the type of person that can eat breakfast as soon as I wake up, so I will eat these for brunch, maybe with a cup of coffee. It is almost 10 o'clock. I've been awake since 9, editing videos. Time to turn on the lights. Fireplace lights. I still need to find a trinket for this spot that is shorter. It's like about this tall because this is a remote sensor, so I can't block it. Good morning. Happy Vlogmas day 6. And not really sure. Well, I know what we're going to get up to today. It's basically going to be knitting and audiobooks and watching football, so I'm very excited about it. Also excited about the fact that I don't have to go back to work tomorrow. So I've only had 2 days off, and I just feel like they've been so productive already. So I still have 8 days to go. And even when I go back, I only have 7 full working days throughout the end of the year. So I have a lot of time off coming up. I'm so excited about it, but it's really gonna suck when I have to go back to work in January full time, because right now I'm doing part-time. I was on some projects at the beginning of the year, well, throughout this year, that were code related, so I didn't get to take as much of my vacation time as I normally would have, so I have a lot of time left over. So anyway, so I am about to open day, I hope this is day 6 and not day 9. I think it looks more like a 6 that looks backwards to you, doesn't it? But it could also be a 9. So we're gonna find out. Let's see. I think it looks more like a 6. I don't know, we're gonna open it and find out. But I've been really enjoying watching Marsha from Fairy Little's podcast and vlogs this week. I'm fully caught up with her, and it's really made me want to start watching podcasts again, because I haven't watched podcasts in a few months again. I keep getting caught up. Like, I'll watch a ton of them and get completely caught up with all my favorites, and then I get bored when I'm waiting on episodes and I start something else, and then I forget to go back and watch the new ones. And so it's really got me in the mood to want to go back and watch some more of some of my favorites, like Knit for Brains. That's one that I absolutely love. Levi WTF Knitting, I think he has a new episode that I haven't seen. Who else? Mina Knitting Expat, she's like, of course, she's a given. And I'm like, I had just finished her Vlogmas from last year when I stopped watching podcasts again, so I'm about a year behind. What else? I think those are like the top ones I can think about right now. But there's so many that I haven't started watching that I really want to. Like one of my friends, Nikki from Nick Knack Knits podcast, she has a podcast, and I have always wanted to go and start watching hers, but I've talked about this before. When I start watching podcasts, I have to go back to the very beginning and watch them all. So I was going to sit down and watch some podcasts, because that's what I really want to do, because I did finish an audiobook yesterday, but the one that I'm reading, I just finished Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepherd, and there's a second book that I have in my library queue. That is the second book to that book, and the first one was okay. it didn't really make me want to like, and it possibly was because I was so thrown into Vlogmas and I didn't have a whole lot of listening time, and I kept listening for like short periods of time. But it didn't make me want to like just sit down and listen to the whole thing like all the other books that I've finished recently have. So I'm a little hesitant to start the second one, but it's due back to the library in 3 days. And in fact, I have 3 books that are due back to the library in 3 days. So I really need to get some listening time in this week. I think I can renew them, at least all but one of them, which I can re-get it if it goes away. But I just would like to get as many done as I can before they're due back. So I think I'm gonna try listening first, and then I will maybe watch some podcasts later today. There's really no rules. There's no rules. I'm not doing anything else today. And then tomorrow, I'm really trying hard to stay on my current sleep schedule because I've had some really bad insomnia lately. And whenever I get off my sleep schedule, like I just got back on it, and whenever I get off of it, it makes my insomnia worse. So I just got into a routine where I am in bed by about between 12 and 1 every night, so that way I can fall asleep a little sooner. Because I wasn't sleeping very well, I was just staying up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, at one point 3:30 in the morning, and then I had to turn around and get up between about 8 o'clock. So I am trying to make sure I am getting out of bed between 9 and 9:30 every morning, going to bed before 1 a.m. So that way I don't turn into a night owl again while I'm off work and then really struggle with going back to work. So that is the plan. So even though I'm off tomorrow, I'm hoping to be up super early, and then not super early because 9 or 9:30 is not super early, but I'm hoping to get up earlier and start working on Vlogmas videos. So tomorrow I plan to record baking cookies, which I will then have to turn around and drop off at my mom's house because we still have birthday cake and there's no way we can eat cookies and birthday cake, but I need to record the video. I am either gonna do the spin with me tutorial or the how I knit my socks tutorial. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna do yet. I think I would rather do the knit socks with me one, but I also know that one's gonna be super simple for me, so I would rather get the spinning one out of the way first. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably do a third video, and I haven't decided if it will be potato soup recipe because we just had broccoli soup this week, so I thought maybe we could do potato soup, or if it'll be something else because I have a couple of other ideas too. So we'll see. We will see. But anyway, you guys haven't seen any of the other Make Along With Me series yet. They will start 2 weeks before Christmas, and basically most of the videos, daily videos, other than the vlogs that'll be posted from then to Christmas, will mostly be the Make Along With Me series, because I just thought it was, a lot of people are going to be off work with their kids and kids will be out of school, so I thought it would be a good time to do some fun activities. But anyway, I'm just really having a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. It's been like 8 minutes now, and I will show you my day 6 mini. So this morning when I grabbed my mini, Izzy had to go to the bathroom and it was an emergency. So I just grabbed the mini and came downstairs and was like, oh, I'll wind it by hand. So I spent some time winding it by hand. And then I pulled out my project to start knitting and I realized I'm holding the yarn double. So now I basically wasted my time. I got to go up and cake it up so that I can pull from the inside and the outside. wasn't thinking. My Advent knitting for the day. So this is section 1. This is section 2, section 3, and then I just finished section 4. So what I've been doing, because the sections take more yarn than what's in my 20 gram mini, because it's basically 10 grams because you hold it double. And so what I have done is whenever I run out of a day, so this is day 1 of Superfine Yarn Co. Advent, day 2, day 3, day 4, and I ran out of day 4, so I used the rest of day 3. And then this is section 4. I started with day 5, and then this I ran out of day 5, so then I started with I finished the section with day 6. And so for like day 2, I still have a little mini of it left because I didn't use it all. I have a teeny bit of this, even though I've already used it twice. And then this I don't have any more of, this I don't have any more of, this I don't have any more of, but I do have quite a bit of this one left. So throughout the shawl, there's some smaller triangles like this. So I'll probably use like this for one of those other triangles in there. But this is probably one of the funnest patterns I've ever knit, and all I want to do is keep working on it. But the problem is that I would have to open more minis, and I don't want to get ahead of my advent calendar, but I could totally see myself making this again just because it's so fun, and because it's DK weight, it just feels like it flies off the needles. And quite honestly, I have to wonder if he would ever consider making a jigsaw blanket, or if there's a way to modify the triangle patterns, like maybe do 2 triangles together or something, because I would love to have a blanket like this with all these different geometric shapes. I think it would just be really fun. So in case you couldn't, well, Jason's vacuuming upstairs, and I'm watching Knit for Brains. I chose podcast over audiobook because I want to do what I want. But I just bought a full skein of yarn from Superfine Yarn Co. because I realized that I'm going to be 200 yards short of finishing the shawl, and the full skein that I had picked out, the scrap yarn I had picked out to pair with it, isn't going to be doing well with the colors. Different base, different color palette. So I went on her shop and she had a full skein of yarn that really matches the color palette and aesthetic of the Advent so far. So I figured I would pick that up so that I could use that for any gaps that I have, and then also for the borders to tie it all together. So super excited. Hopefully it'll be here in the next week or two.